have one other very, I don't know, sentimental story I want to share. This particular story I happen to have read. The man caught his wife with another man in the night in their home. Okay, so what happened was he came back, and I think maybe he had other wives. Maybe the wife was not expecting him to come into the house where the room that particular day, but he decided to sleep with that particular woman, one of his wives. And in the night he said he wanted some water. And the lady said, oh, he wanted to go and get the water. The lady said, I'm going to have to get the water for you. And while she was trying to open the door, he noticed that there was another person in the house, and he was a man. So of course, as a man, he went after the man and they had a fight. And of course, the neighbors came out, separated them, and the man was arrested and taken away. The owner of the house, because of course he had beaten the other man, and was arrested and taken away. Then, later the next day, the police of course released him with caution, don't make trouble and all of that. And he said he went back and saw his wife in the beer parlor with other people drinking. And he told her, let's go home. This is the story from the man's perspective. The man said, as they were going home, some group of people attacked him and ended up trying to kill him, but the stick they used to hit him finally hit his wife's head, and the wife died. And he ran to the police, and whatever, from the circumstances, he was accused of being the one who killed the wife. And I was thinking, it could have been anybody, because actually nobody was there. Okay, the story says that there are people who came to the village to report that, oh, this man is fighting with his wife. But by the time the police officers got there, or the villagers got there, the woman was already dead. And now they are saying he killed that woman because he was the last person. Of course, they say from the circumstances, your wife was cheating on you, and you were the one who took her from the beer parlor after leaving the police station, and now she's dead. So the circumstances is saying you were angry with her. That's why you would have been the one to hit her with that stick. But there is nobody, I'm talking about circumstances now, there's nobody that can say I actually saw you do this. Everybody is saying your wife was cheating on you, you were arrested, you were beaten, or something. You just felt embarrassed, and you were not trying to kill her, maybe when you hit her with the stick, but she's dead now. So I'm asking about the circumstances, but the man says no, we were attacked.
Well, the circumstantial evidence here is not insinuations. Okay, the man and the wife, somebody came to sleep with her in the house and the rest of them. The circumstantial evidence is looking at what led to the death of the woman. What are the circumstances that can be gathered from what led to her death?
Okay.
So, for instance, she was beaten with a stick. You understand? So, if we are going to use this scenario you painted now, she was beaten with a stick.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, they will look at the circumstances. Maybe from the side she was beaten, what happened, and the rest of them. And the man said, some people came out from the bush. The police people investigate that story.
Okay.
You understand? So there are several. So the circumstance in a nutshell is looking at the circumstance of the death, not insinuation. The fact that Mr. A's wife is cheating on him doesn't mean the man necessarily wants her dead.
Okay.
Of course, he mustn't have her. He can use that as an opportunity to divorce her.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not everyone whose wife is cheating on him that will kill the woman. So it's not like the night follows the day, or the days follows the night. No, it's not so. You can't take that as enough circumstantial evidence. But if you look at it, okay, look, you say the person died by drowning, for instance.
Okay.
Were you also inside the water? You say somebody hit her with a stick. Okay, what was the position of the stick and the rest of them? So what are the surrounding circumstances that when the courts look at it, it will lead to irresistible conclusion that this is what must have happened.
Okay.
But the fact that the man and the wife were having issues in their marriage, does it lead irresistibly to the conclusion that the man killed her? It doesn't. So when we're talking of circumstantial evidence, that circumstantial evidence must lead irresistibly to the conclusion that this is what happened. For instance, somebody was last seen with an individual, he or she was stabbed to death with a knife.
Okay.
You understand? And you said, well, me, my own knife, I held a knife, yes, but I was only peeling orange at the front house when somebody passed through the window to stab her to death. You understand? And they can't find any other knife. Probably there was even blood stain on the knife. You say, no, this blood stain, I cut myself while I was peeling orange. You know, things that can lead irresistibly to no other conclusion than the fact that you must have, or that person must have been responsible.